Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I did a little recent experiment. I made a Minecraft style chest and it worked, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So first of all, place a block, scale it so it's like at a tenth of a block, as you see, using the 0.2 scale. Scale it across by 3 blocks and down by another block. Place these blocks first, as you see. So place them as place them how I did it. So then scale this one so it like stretches out from the right corner and the left corner. This one you want to scale them so it's like, of course, a tenth of a block thin. And now place a block in the middle, as you see. Scale it so it of course touches these two. So now you want to scale it up by half a block, as you see. So if yes, now I've done it. Next guys, you're going to have to place a block on the marked area here, as you see. Then scale it across by 1/10 of a block, and as you see, scale it up so it's like hovering a bit, as you see. Then what you want to do, before I go any further, as you see here, it's not a tenth of a block. So that means there's something a little bit wrong. So if we just do a little test here, just to make sure everything's in order, which is not. So as you see, place a block. Make sure it's like flashing as you see, or in the same area. So as you see, it should just disappear. Then scale it up, as you see. Scale it across, and now you have to measure this box here. So as you see, it is, of course, we already did that, 4 blocks long. And this bottom part here is 4 blocks long and 2 blocks wide. So you have to make sure this is the same. As you see, it's not. And now it is. Now, of course, colour it at your own choice. I like this colour, but of course I did it at this colour, I think. So I'm just going to stick it to this colour, actually. Looks nicer. Now what you want to do, you want to place a block, any old block will do. As you see, we need to scale it so it's like in the middle. And as you see, we need to type in our scale over here where it says scale to 0.1, then scale it so it's in the middle, as you see. And now we have to place a wheel. So if I just scale this a little bit further across. So I have to place a wheel now. And as you see, I need to move the wall back. So if you don't mind me just doing that real quick. So of course you need space for the wheel. So if I just make this a little bit, as in like further away a bit. As you see, it's like stuck in the wheel, and of course the wheel won't be able to move. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to scale it so it's like touching the surface. And then place like a block. So of course it's like stuck. So scale it just ever so slightly forward, as you see, and ever so slightly back. So as you see, it's like overlapping a bit. And now you want to do your wall for it, and make sure it's not touching the wheel. So then of course make like a a bit of space, so of course this doesn't get trapped, because of course if it's trapped it won't be able to move. So if I just scale this to 4 blocks, then of course place it on the sides as you see. Make sure there's a little hole, as you see, because of course you want this turning thing to spin. Well, of course, so to rotate. So then next you want to scale, do it for the other side as you see, and now we just scale it on how big the hole has to be. So as you see, that's how big you really need it. Then of course scale it across and make a little wall so it's hidden. By the way guys, the wheel will fall, so we have to place some sort of rod. Any won't matter, but I'm just placing a random one. So now we need our car seat. As you see, I'm going to put it next to it. So if I just make this invisible, as you see. But before we test it, we should do a little lock, because of course the Minecraft one has a lock. So if I just place a metal block, as you see, scale it down so it's paper thin, as you see. Scale it so it's in the middle, as you see. I would recommend painting it black, and make it a little bit smaller, as you see. Then of course you want to do the hinge, which will have to be a little bit different. So then of course scale it across, as you see. Make sure it's in the middle. If I just do that real quick. So as you see, it's the same width as this one, as you see. So 0.6 and 0.6. So if we just set this to 0.1, it should be in the middle, as you see. Then place a block on top of it, scale it to the middle. So it should be okay then. So of course we just need to scale this down. And scale it across. So this is 1.3 I think, and this one's 1.01. So I'm going to put it at 1.2. Don't know why there's another one at the end, don't ask me why. So of course I'm going to paint this grey, or a pearl colour, as you see. And of course test it. I just make this a bit small because of course it kind of looks ugly. There we are. So let's give it a little test. And by the way guys, you want to make sure the wheel speed is less than 5. So I'm going to put it at 3 because that's how fast I want it to close. So let's unanchor, give it a little test. As you see, it works. It works like any other chest. So you can open and close it. So I'm going to put a gold block inside, a rod, anything you want, a little camera, a hinge, like a mystery box. Wouldn't recommend putting a boxing glove inside because of course people will see it. You could put your sweets in, anything you want. So you just simply close it and boom. Well anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something new for a big build for a boat or something. If you really enjoyed it, leave a like, hit press subscribe, don't forget to hit that little notification bell, and see you next time.